What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to the second video of today where we are going to talk about two DeFi high-risk projects, specifically Warrant Finance as well as MONSTRO'S DEGENZ. I didn't talk about these projects for now, I think 2 weeks, and today I want to give you an update. But first, before we get into them, a few words from my side regarding those projects. As you might have seen on my YouTube channel, I'm currently mainly focusing on airdrops. The last few videos I made about these high-risk projects were, for example, MONSTRO'S DEGENZ as well as Warrant Finance. Those two we want also to cover in this video. And this has the simple reason that I currently see way more potential to gain funds by farming airdrops. 2024 will be the most attractive and rewarding airdrop year we will ever see. And after this airdrop season is over, this won't happen again. And this has a few simple reasons, because if retail gets into the market and gets a gist of what's happening here, they will also start farming. We will see VCs farming for those airdrops, so those will become diluted. That's not topic of this video. I just wanted to share my thought process on it. And the DeFi high-risk market is currently not that attractive. There are just a few projects and most of them are not even performing in terms of growth, so new users, new capital. The ones I'm mentioning in this video, so Warrant Finance and MONSTRO'S DEGENZ, are the ones I believe most in, because they have a solid team behind them and those guys are pushing, those guys are incentivizing and try to keep them up. Obviously, it needs new capital, new users to flow into those projects to pay out the yields they currently pay out. And as long as we don't see this little niche growing again, which will happen definitely sometime in 2024, I'm completely convinced, but it takes time and new people. So they have to work with the capital and the people that are currently here, which are most of the time already OGs, people that sticked around since 2020, 2021, since the last bull run basically. So that's my thought process currently on the overall situation when it comes to airdrops and on this little niche, this DeFi high ROI space with the projects that rely on new capital and new users. So let's get into the two projects and share the updates. What will happen in the future? How are they going? And what else happened in here? So Warrant Finance did quite well since they launched. If we go to the stake section, you can see total liquidity just crossed 1 million. And my daily income is almost at 4%. Because I never took profits in here, that's my test account to show you how everything works. I deposited no funds in both of these projects because of the reasons I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So currently the statistics look very, very solid. They will also have a new promotion starting on the 14th of January. So basically a day after the project originally started, 30 days ago, which will be a so-called bond promotion. This will last for 2 weeks. And the biggest bond stakers will be rewarded here. In this case, you have to stake a bond of at least 2.5K. And the top 5 winning wallets will get 10% of their bonded value back as an incentive. And this only works if you have a Telegram account, and only once for your Telegram account. And you have to go into their Telegram group, post your wallet address and also your transaction hash to qualify. And all the other details are mentioned over here as well. There are different tiers for every bond you stake. And there are also early bird bond specials, which you can see in this document, which will also be posted in their Telegram group. So the team is obviously trying, and as the liquidity shows, also succeeding in promoting this project to keep the contract healthy and reward people that are sticking around, providing the liquidity and leaving their funds in the protocol. If you didn't take profits yet until the beginning, since the project started, I can really recommend you to take profits, because there will be a point where more and more people take profits, and this in the end, because the liquidity will go down, might lead to more profit taking. And you don't want to take profits when all the other people are taking profits, but in the same way, you also don't want to hurt the protocol. That's why you should do it time by time to make sure you get your initial capital out of the project and play it risk-free, especially if you were one of the early adopters. And if you made already huge profits in this project, it might be interesting for you to take advantage of the bond promotion event and put some of those funds back in. Because what I didn't mention yet, if we jump back into this document, you can see in the end everyone who takes advantage or takes part in this bond promotion event will get a special Warren Finance NFT, which will have future perks for the upcoming Warren Finance Layer 2. So you will be incentivized either way if you take part in this promotion. So to summarize this here in the end, Warren Finance is doing pretty well. The team is working hard in the background. There's a lot of marketing ongoing, and the community plays it as it is supposed to be played. So no bad actors or other things you should be worried about. With this being said, we want to jump over to MONSTRO'S DEGENZ, the project which just launched around 2 weeks ago. If we take a look when I recorded my video, this was around 2 weeks ago, because the project launched 2 days after I released it. And it collected a lot of funds. We saw deposits of all in all almost 1400 BNB. Of course, not all is in the contract balance over here. They also have, for example, some funds in liquidity in the farming pools, which are used to farm, for example, currently on Orca, so on Solana. And they have a lot of funds for marketing, which they also already use to promote the project on bigger channels, like, for example, the one of James Pelton, where they had an AMA and talked about MONSTRO'S DEGENZ. Of course, with around 2 weeks in, we can't say that much if this will be a winner in the end for most of the people or not. But in terms of users and also collected capital, this is definitely a winner in the current market phase. Also, if we jump, for example, into their Discord and take a look into their announcements, because I was not following the project so closely, to be honest, we can see that they are doing a lot in terms of marketing, as well as they are one of the most transparent teams out there. As you can see, for example, they are sharing all their thought processes here. They are giving you the wallet addresses for their farming pools. So for example, the one I already mentioned here on Orca, which you can verify if you take a look on SoulScan and take a look on the positions. So they are in a few positions where they have funds to accumulate rewards, which then get feeded back into the contract to reward all the users. And also, if we scroll through the timeline here, you can see the partnership with, for example, SparkSwap, or we can also see another incentive program where you can deposit, so from the 9th of January, at least 0.25 BNB, and you can participate in this 2.5k prize pool. Everything is displayed, for example, here on this banner if you are interested and still think it's a good time to deposit in DEGENZ MONSTRO'S. I'm personally, for example, completely satisfied with the rewards they pay out week by week for all the NFT holders. For example, in the past week, here on the 3rd of January, tomorrow will be another payday, they managed to get 4.13% on a weekly basis through yield farming rewards, which are distributed to all the NFT holders. And I think this is a pretty good return. If you calculate it per month, this would be around 15 to 16%. So the NFTs are obviously also a good way to generate cash flow. I already made several videos about them, how you can purchase them and how you can get involved in this part of MONSTRO'S beside from MONSTRO'S DEGENZ. So that should do it on today's overview on Warren Finance as well as MONSTRO'S. I'm currently not playing such projects. I will definitely participate in them in the future again, once I see the market picking up in this little niche, and then I will also cover all those projects again here on my channel. But currently, I think airdrops have a way bigger potential, and it also needs a lot of time researching and farming them. That's why my focus is currently mainly on such kind of opportunities. If you don't want to miss future videos on this channel, feel free to subscribe, because I release them on a daily basis here. If you like today's overview, would be great if you can hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and we will meet in the next one.